Well, hey guys, welcome back to another Angler News KZN Fishing Report. It's Vinesh and Ray. We're out on our lunch break and we are talking fishing. How awesome is that? We're in the Photon, we are cruising. So guys, our show is proudly brought to you by the Kingfisher, CMH Photon, GPS Plastics and Vino.
Definitely Vino.
Now, how was your fishing this past week, Ray?
Excellent. Absolutely off the hook.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I know you got a fish last night.
Got a couple of fish last night. Just no photos.
Well, we got one pretty awesome photo, because, thanks to moi.
Photoshop, guys. It's Photoshop.
Photoshop, a bit of Lightroom, but you know what? You need that.
Thank you.
Alright, so guys, the fishing this week, it has been alright, Ray. I mean,
not
Rock
too
and
bad.
Surf, the guys were getting fish.
If you want to catch inedibles.
Oh, no. But you know what? Except for Margate, there has been,
of course,
everything.
Yes.
Everything. So here's the thing, right?
Okay.
I've got Adam that told me they caught everything except a unicorn. I mean, that's what they got. They got bream, they got garrick,
Another
they
got
got
cob.
cob.
Yeah,
Yes, they
cob.
got a lot of greys.
Lanterns as well. I saw those pictures of some lovely
and there's
lanterns.
a guy with a huge copper. One of the not copper. That rock salmon.
Oh.
Yeah, one of the biggest rock salmon I've seen. I'll show it to you after this.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, so some really good fish down at the Margate area.
Lovely.
Right, now Port Shepstone was more or less the same. That cob is still
the cob is
continuing
still
over there.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and by the way,
lots of shad.
I was just
You
gonna
picked up
say
all the shad,
the
babe.
shad. The guys are not
Sure.
shy. They were on
Winding
everything.
them, winding them.
Spoons, baits, whatever it was.
Yeah.
I mean, and nice size shad as well.
And can I tell you why? It's been southwesterly. Southwesterly
Yes.
cleans up the water. It's been nice and flat and calm, so the shad are feeding. And that's also why there's so many bream around.
Okay.
Yeah, it's lovely conditions for them.
But I mean, down south and Toti and everywhere else, it's just like a ridiculous amount of shad.
Well, don't you know, 1st of December we can catch them?
I thought
They
1st
got
of
the
December
email.
they'll take a walk.
No, they got the email. They must eat.
All right, so that's down the south coast. Now your area, you said Inyoni Rocks was getting, Water Beach and things.
Fired.
Yes.
Give you some hot news. Inyoni Rocks at the moment, right this minute.
This minute being
5 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Sandy's are wild off Inyoni Rocks.
Middle of the week.
Guys are getting stretched like you can't believe right now.
Are you
They've
serious?
They've lost 3 that they couldn't stop.
Who's fishing there?
A couple of our mates.
Yeah.
I'm going to mention names because of opposition.
Okay.
And I'll mention Benny's name. There we go. Just throw one out there for Benny.
Right. Okay.
And you know Jace is always there.
Oh, that's Jason's front yard, backyard,
Yeah.
side yard. Yeah, of course. All
So
right.
yeah, Inyoni definitely fine. There's been some
And you told me there was some shad at Inyoni's the past week as well.
Yes, there's definitely been some stumpies around the Warner Beach area. Quite a few grey sharks. I mean, old Kalen, I don't know if you saw the photos of the greys he's been catching there in
Yes.
front of Warner's
100%.
angling club there, at Baggies, if you want to call it that.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's starting to warm up nicely.
But are
Summer
we still
season's
getting all
getting
those fish on mackies and things?
Mackies, mullet, pretty
Okay.
much anything that stays in the water long enough that the peckers don't get it, or the shad.
Okay, so hardy baits.
Hardy
Right.
baits, harder baits, because there's a lot of shad around.
Yeah, crazy amount of shad. Now let's jump into Durban, right? In Durban, you had some fun with the greys.
Yeah.
The guys were getting some stumpies on the edible side. The harbour was cooking.
Definitely.
Lots of, and the kingies on that light tackle came out in the harbour. Offshore, not so much action this past week. I mean, the kayak boys got some fish.
Yes.
Brad was out. He said the weather wasn't the greatest, except for the last 2 days where they got some Dorado.
Dorado. Well, I was at the ski boat club yesterday and I saw some lovely Dorado.
Yeah.
Tyrone Bain and his old man were out there and they had 8 lovely Dorado. Nice ones. Those 10 to 14 kilo dories.
Well,
They
while we're
also had a
talking
lot of
about that,
skippies.
we're heading down to the Durban Ski Boat Club, and next weekend is the Dorado Derby.
Yeah, it's great.
Yeah, so I mean, that's our home club. They're hosting the Dorado
We'll have to
Derby.
go look.
More than anything else, it's going to be an absolute buzz. I mean, the fishing is a bonus, and there's a ton of Dorado around. But the vibe that happens at the Ski Boat Club, I mean, that's why we're heading there during our lunch break right now.
100%.
Yeah, because it's really the place to be, and a week before Christmas is going to be absolutely excellent.
Yeah.
Right, now, heading up north. Grey sharks, dude. It's been greys. I heard nothing apart from odd shad and greys. That's what's been happening the entire time.
But there's also been quite a few edible fish. I spoke to Rudy also about an hour ago that just came in to pull some line on his braid, on his reel.
Yeah, what's he getting?
No, well, the guys next to him got some lovely big springer throwing artificials in that.
Ah,
So,
okay.
fishes down the beachfront, Umgeni, that area. So I'm presuming that's where he's talking about.
Cool. Yeah.
With not, I don't like to pry too much, but yeah, there's been some springer around, which I have seen. And I mean, even last night when we were fishing down here on the beachfront, there was a lot of bait fish action and birds and terns moving around.
You know what Deandra was telling me? There was a ton of shad out there.
Ton of shad, but it was chaos, absolute chaos with shad. If you wanted a bait, you just walked up to the first guy.
Yeah.
Who was winding in and just said, I need that for a bait, and he gave it to you, you chopped the head and you throw it. And I promise you, the fish were there. You just had to, get through all those shad that we're eating. And there was some big shad too. Not
so
just
now with
some
all
small.
that amount of shad and you're fishing for a grey, what bait would you keep in the water?
Something that's hard.
Like another shad?
Another shad head, a bonny head,
Yeah.
mackerel head, but they seem to eat the mackerel head quite quickly.
Yeah.
Chocker bait's very good for them. For
The
catching.
shad, wouldn't the shad whack that chocker
Yeah,
out?
but you don't beat it too much.
Ah, okay.
Yeah,
Keep
beat
it hiding.
Don't soften
right.
it too much, yeah. Oki
Okay.
legs, excellent.
Yes.
Absolutely excellent for them, yes.
Okay. So now, right up north, I was just getting offshore action and
Dorado,
the offshore Dorado all week long. But you know, there's been some huge Dorado in there as well. Yeah, so some pretty big Dorado out there. Rock and Surf side, I didn't get too much information.
Very, very quiet. It's the usual suspects. The shad seem to have disappeared from that area. I haven't heard too much from Dean. He hasn't told me too much about what's been happening in his area.
Yeah.
Other than that, it's been pretty quiet.
Now what? Another air section that's been quiet. Well, another facet more than anything else. This is the first time Jan had like nothing to report, and he says the issue we had is
Freshwater.
It's been so quiet. Those storms that he had that other week, you've seen the effects of it now, right? The water is like warm. The water is just weird. There's no bass to report on. There's no carp to report on. The trout has been exceptionally quiet. But
yellowfish.
100% Sterkfontein.
I told you we should have gone.
So if you're a fly fisherman, right, or if you're a freshwater angler, go and try your hand out there at Sterkfontein. There is something to catch. So
definitely.
All in all, as we round off this report, Ray, there is something to catch all around.
Yes.
But what are we catching this weekend?
I don't know, but I'm going to go and have a look at what these guys have caught. Because the ski boats are here. There's definitely fish. I can see Dorado. Okay, on the cleaning bay.
We just get into the skateboard club and it's Dorado.
Yeah, and you see those yellow slabs, yellow and gold slabs here. It's lovely. Other than that, report on what's going to happen. I would suggest going south. If you want to go and catch fish, there's a lot of fish action still down.
Yes.
Come down on holiday. Go to Margate, Shelley
100%.
Beach, Port Edward, places like that.
Yeah.
It's firing at the moment. This weekend, I'm still saying I'm going to catch a lot of fish here still.
Where?
And over here, the Greys will feed and stuff like that.
Oh, we're fishing ski boat club this weekend.
Fishing ski boat club this weekend.
Oh, nice.
We might fish Toti even, Warner Beach, that area. It looks good everywhere.
So guys, that's our fishing report for this week. It's Vinesh Soogreem, it's Ray Thompson, it's Angler News SA. It's proudly brought to you by the Kingfisher, GPS Plastics, CMH Photon, and our friend Vino. And we are at the Skateboard Club, so don't forget, next week, the 15th of December, it's the Dorado Derby happening right here. We're going to be out here. We hope to see you soon. You're coming here next week. He's coming here next week.
After work, yes.
Alright guys, it's a long weekend. You're going to be here at the Skateboard Club. Yeah, Monday's holiday. Yeah, okay, well.
We work.
Alright, he's working. This is going to be work. Coming at the Skateboard Club and telling the guys what's going on is work.
No worries. After work, no problem.
Alright guys, we'll see you next week. Cheers then.